What's up YouTube, it's your boy Meek and we are back with another video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a story time, my first time with a female. If you guys want me to talk about my first time with a boy, comment that down below. I really want you guys to interact with me. I know some of you guys have been asking in the comments like, where have I been? I just want you guys to know that I'm doing a whole lot better, mentally, physically, all of that. But I have been consistently on an app. So if you guys have been missing me, I would download this app right here. BIGO Live. Basically it's the app where I go live every day, and basically you can like send me gifts and stuff like that. If you would like to support me, I would definitely appreciate it. I really want to do a video like involving BIGO Live so you guys can kind of see how it works. But we're gonna get there shortly. But for right now, make sure you guys download the app and follow me and send me some gifts and show me love. I go live on there basically every single day, like every single day. But without further ado, let's hop into this story time. A lot of you guys may not know this, but so yeah, I am bi. I never really like broadcasted it because I didn't really think it was like a reason to. I feel like whoever I'm dating at the time is whoever I'm dating at the time. So the way I'm gonna tell this story is I'm not gonna tell like my actual first time, because my first time I was like in middle school. And we're not gonna talk about like no child stuff. So I'm gonna talk about my first time like as an adult. So I was 17 at the time. So I'm gonna talk about that. It's actually funny because the person that I'm talking about might actually end up watching this video, or like somebody I may know might send them this video, and like they're gonna like be able to put the lines together. So basically, this was during track season, summer track season, and I was talking to this cute ass girl. She was real cute. She was like mixed, had really long curly hair. Okay, I'm going into details too much already, because damn, they already gonna know who I'm talking about. You know, like when you're back around that age, you like send nudes and stuff like that. Well, oh wait, no, I think we did send nudes.
5 minutes later.
Okay, anyways, it doesn't matter if we sent nudes or not. So basically, well, she sent me nudes. But oh my gosh, for this story, I really want to like get into details, but I don't want her to see it. Yo, it doesn't even matter. If she see it, she see it, oh well. But basically, okay, so my first time with her, it was different because like it was like an actual relationship. So like when you're in a relationship, you have to do more than just, you know, just like actually have sex. Like you have to do like oral sex, because you have to like be able to please the person. You have to talk to the person on a daily basis. So let me get straight into it. So we was at a track meet one day. Like, you know, we couldn't really do it like when we was home because we was so young. I was 17 and I think she was like 16. We never really had like time away from everybody else. Like we would only see each other at practice, because like that's all I had time for. Just school, practice, chores, like homework. That's all I really had time for. We went to a track meet, I believe it was in like Virginia, like Hampton, Virginia, or Norfolk, Virginia. It was one of the two. Like our whole team went and we had hotel rooms. When I tell y'all like, look, we was all young ass little kids. Oh my gosh, I hope nobody from my team sees this video, but like we was all young ass kids, and like we was just all like horny as hell. Like why was we trying to have like sex and we was like, you know, 15, 16, 17. That is like, it's beyond me, honestly. The shit was so weird because we was in like our hotel room and we had like 2 beds in the room, and it's like it would be so weird because we was in the dark and one couple will be in this bed and one couple will be in this bed, and we'll be doing freaky shit to each other. I'm just like, yo, why was I doing freakier shit back then than I am now? Like why was I wouldn't even do something like that right now. Like I feel like that would be so awkward, but like back then it was just like, oh well, let me eat that cat, you know, next to my teammates while he's eating your cat. So I feel like we tried to really hide our relationship like from like our parents and stuff like that, but we really couldn't, because like we was just always like booed up, and we was like this cute relationship. So like everybody kept like, you know, pushing us to like just be this open relationship that we ended up being. Oh, and one thing I want to point out, the boys and the girls were not allowed to be, we wasn't even allowed to be in the same room, because I feel like our coaches knew that. We was some young thoughts, so like our coach even knew that. And it was so funny because like our team, like the relationship we had within our team was so like family like. I would be like, you know, your brother around your mom, but like behind closed doors, or like behind them hotel doors, I was more than a brother. All right, now back to the initial story. I just gave you guys like the background to the story, but now back to the story. So y'all, this is actually really embarrassing, but I'm gonna say it anyways because I don't really care. So my first time with her, it was so awkward because I feel like it was kind of forced because like, I mean, I wanted to do it, she wanted to do it, but like the whole team wanted us to do it. It was so weird because like, okay, we was in the hotel room. Our teammates was outside the door listening. Like, I feel like that was so weird. Like, why are y'all being weird? Why are y'all at the door listening? Like, and mind you, we're all kids. We're all underage. We're all 18 and under. They're at the door listening, trying to hear, like, I guess, like, her moan or whatever. So, we was kissing or whatever, and then I went to eat her box. And y'all, this is my first time, like, ever attempting to do anything like that because, you know, this is, like, my first relationship. And my dad growing up, I don't know if I have any Islanders watching, they do not play that shit. My dad told me never do that, but I tried it anyways because, you know, I was like, what can I lose? So I tried it. So mind y'all, she took a shower beforehand and everything. Like, this was after the track meet, and she like went, I guess, to like rinse off or whatever, to like wash her little kitty cat. But yo, she came back, I put my face in there.
It stinks.
So like before I even tasted it, like I smelled it first, cause I'm weird. Anything I eat, I smell, and I'm not even talking about like anything sexual, like food. I smell my food before I eat my food. So like I was smelling it. I smelled it, and like that shit smelled like nickels. Like, why did her vagina smell like nickels and quarters? I was just like a little freaked out, but I was like, I mean, this is my first time smelling one. So I was like, you know what? Let me just dive in anyway. So, you know, I'm sitting over there eating away. And then like my tongue, like that shit, like, it's like, okay, you ever eat like too many pineapples? And then like your tongue is just like acidy. Like that's how that shit, like that's how my tongue was feeling. It was like really acidy. Like I just drunk some battery juice or some shit. Like my tongue was like numb and it was buzzing. And I don't want you guys to think that like anything was wrong with her. I don't think nothing was wrong with her. I just feel like when you eat cat, like that shit is like acidy. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And again, I don't think she was like, you know, fully prepared. But like, I mean, your natural like pH level, I guess. I don't know how that shit works for females, but correct me if I'm wrong. That shit was like, it was battery acid. So I kept eating, I was eating or whatever. And then when it was time for me to like actually have sex with her, I could not get hard because like all I could hear at the door was like, you know, them laughing, joking around, playing, like hitting the wall, hitting the door, stuff like that. So I could not get hard because I just felt like they was gonna bust in at any moment and like, I don't know if you recorded me. So I was so uncomfortable, like I was, So then somebody finally came to the door and banged and was like, your mom's coming, your mom's coming. So when they said your mom's coming, I knew that it was my mom because my mom was like the family's mom, honestly. Like she took care of everybody. So like, yo, my mom was coming. I put my clothes on so fast and I ran out because remember, we wasn't supposed to be in the same room. That was the whole thing. We wasn't supposed to be in the same room. So that was my first experience like actually eating the box, and I feel like a bad first experience because my experience afterwards wasn't like that. So like that shit caught me off guard, y'all. Like I always talk about like that battery acid taste that shit that I had in my mouth. That shit is scary. But now I'm gonna talk about when I actually had sex with her. I have to fast forward way like until like I actually took an Uber one time. I snuck out the house and took an Uber to her house because I was like, you know what? Let me go beat this box up real fast. Mind you, this is all happening around the time where like I started like messing around with guys as well. So like when I didn't get hard at first, I was like, that's weird because like I know I like girls. So it was time for me to actually penetrate her. I feel like I knew what I was doing, but I really didn't know what I was doing. So I'm over here like trying to stick my little wee-wee in, and that shit was so hard to get in at first because I was like so confused. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like it's not like wet enough. Like bitch, why you not wet? She was like, you gotta get it a little bit more wet. And I was just sitting here like, can you like get the lotion? And then she looked at me, she's like, lotion? Like, why would I use lotion? That's gonna mess up my pH balance or whatever the hell she said. I was like, okay, so I started eating it some more. And I just had to like use a whole lot of spit. Like, y'all see these big ass lips? I had to use a whole lot of spit. Like, I was just all over the place. So then I finally put it in. And I like started off slow and like, that shit, like, it just started getting like real wet all of a sudden. Like, I just thought I was doing something like magical. Like, the bitch was like, well, let me not say the bitch, but my ex was, she was like screaming, well, not screaming, but like moaning like loud, and I'm just like, damn, like I'm beating it up like that. She was like, wait, stop. We stopped, and it was blood everywhere. And I was just sitting there so confused. I was like, did I do something wrong? Did I do something wrong? So that shit, it turned me off a lot, but I had other experiences after the fact that showed me that like it wasn't me. So, you know, 22-year-old me, I can definitely sit here and say that I believe she was on her period. Yo, I definitely think like I had sex with her while she was on her period. That shit was like, it was a lot of blood. I'm gonna put out there that it is very important to use condoms, especially at an early age. You definitely need to start like making that a thing. We need to start making that a thing again, because I don't know where this like not using condom shit came from, and I don't know why we think it's such like a really, you know, cute thing or like a turn on type of thing. Make sure you guys are using condoms, because I actually was in a situation where I actually had like a on the way. That is one thing I want to get into, because somebody asked me like what my tattoos represent. My tattoos actually represent things, and a lot of people don't know about it. Like, a lot of my family don't even know what my tattoos represent. So overall, y'all, my very first experience with a girl was definitely not cute. Like, the first time and the second time. Like, the first time, that shit smelled like quarters and nickels and pennies. And then the second time, I got like blood all over me. Like, but that's the story time for today. I really didn't get into too many details because I feel like she's gonna find this damn video or somebody's gonna send this shit to her. But if you guys want me to talk about my first time with a guy, that'll be a totally different story. Well, shit, I got a lot of bad experiences with guys as well, but like, that is a completely different story. Comment down below if you guys want that video, and I'll see you guys next time.